Hello friends and my dear students, and I welcome you to the CBSE Computer Science class 11 courses. In the class 11 courses there are mainly 3 units. One is computer science, system and organization, programming methodology, and mainly the programming is about the Python programming, and the last one is society, cyber laws and ethics. So in the computer system organization it carries nearly 10 marks. The total division of the mark is 70 and 30. 70 mark is for the theory and 30 mark is for the practicals. Out of the 70 marks of the theory, the computer system organization consists of 10 marks, Python or the programming methodology that consists of 45 marks, and society, cyber laws and ethics that consists of 15 marks. So the total syllabus covers these 3 chapters. In the first chapter, computer system organization, we will discuss about the computer fundamentals, in which we will discuss about what are the generations of computer, what are the characteristics of the computer, what are the different hardware and software components of the computer, and how the data is represented in the computer using the 0 and 1s, and how the microprocessor memory works. Okay, what are the memory units, how the microprocessor works, all these things it will be taught in the unit 1. So we will discuss one by one, and in the second one, the programming methodology means we will discuss about the flowchart or the flowchart for developing a program. Before writing a program in any programming language, we have to develop the flowchart or algorithm using the pen and paper, so that it will be much more easier for the programmer to write down the methodology of the programs before creating the programs in the computers. And the last one is society, cyber and ethics. This is all about learning the ethics and the laws those are governed by the internet society. Means what should we follow, what the rules we should follow, and if we will not follow the rules, then what will happen. Ethics means we should follow. If we will not follow, there is no punishment, but laws are there, cyber laws are there, using which if we will not follow the laws, then we can be punished for those things. So we will discuss one by one. The first one is computer system organization. So the first thing is, what is computer? What is computer? Computer is generally a machine, we know that. It takes the data from the user, it can process the data, it can give some output, it can store the data. So mainly computer is a processing machine, or it is a calculating machine. The computer word has been derived from the term compute. It has been derived from the term compute, that means to calculate. So computer is basically derived from the term compute, that means calculate. So computer is basically a calculating machine. It is basically a calculating machine or calculating device. So as compute is derived from the word compute, and compute means calculate. So basically computer is a calculating device or calculating machine. So how computer is used for the calculation, and what are the other sectors where computer is used, we will discuss it later. First, go to the definition. What is computer? Computer is an electronic device which takes data from the user, process it, and gives information. So this is the simplest way of describing what is a computer. So computer is basically an electronic device which takes data from the user. Data is the input here, and it will process the data and will give the output. This definition is generally divided into 4 parts. One is computer is a electronic device. This is the first part, which takes data from the user. This is the second part. Process it is the third part, and gives information is the fourth part. And the data is in the form of input. This is in the form of input, and information is in the form of output. So we can also tell that computer is an electronic device which takes the data as input from the user, process it and gives information as output. So if you draw the diagram for that, computer is an electronic device which takes data as input, process it and gives information as output. So as computer can process the data, it is also known as data processing unit or data processing system. Okay. So this also describes what is a computer. Computer is nothing but a device which takes data as input from the user, processes it and gives information as output. This is known as data processing system. So that's why computer is also a data processing system. So computer is basically used for calculation purpose. It is derived from the calculation purpose. The first generation computers, those are ENIAC, UNIVAC, EDSAC, those are only used for the calculation. But later on, when the computers are gradually used in various sectors, there are widespread sectors where it is used, like in medical sectors, in banking sector, railway, online reservation, calculation, banking, education, all those things. In this class also we are interacting with each other to the smartphone, that is also a type of computing device. So computer is used in various sectors apart from the calculation nowadays. So it has a vital meaningful meaning in our daily life, without which we cannot live, because smartphones are in our daily life. Smartphones or the general these computers are the most vital part of our life. Okay, so because smartphones are nothing but computers. In the latter part, we know that computer has the processor, computer has the memory, computer has the speed, computer has the all those things. So basically computer and the smartphone. What is smartphone? Smartphone also, when you purchase a smartphone, you also deal with what is the processor, what is the internal memory, what is the external memory, expandable memory, so what is the camera quality. Using this we purchase a smartphone. So there is a big similarity between the smartphones and the computer system. Okay, so we will learn one by one. So in this class we just learn what is all about the syllabus. We will learn about the computer fundamentals, we will learn about what is software and hardware components, what is the general ethics, and in the second unit we will learn about the Python programming language along with what is flowchart, how a flowchart can be developed, and after developing a flowchart or algorithm, how it can be implemented in the developing a program. And in the last unit we will discuss about the ethics, cyber laws and ethics. Those should be followed during the internet society. So one by one in the next class we will start from the unit 1. Stay tuned, and if you have any doubt, you can have you can contact me, or you can have comment in my YouTube channel. Thank you very much for the class. Stay tuned. Stay safe and stay at home. Stay safe. Thanks.